Welcome to the video. It is September 5th, Thursday, September 5th, and this would basically be, I believe, the end of the 5th week of the 75 hard challenge. And I regret to inform you that I have fallen off the wagon. I have failed. 2 weeks ago, we drove out to San Jose, which is about maybe a 6-hour drive from Corona, to visit my family. On the drive back, I started to feel a scratchy throat, and the next morning I felt like a pile of shit. I couldn't get up for 5 a.m. tribe, and I just wasn't feeling well. I tested. My fiance said you should test for COVID. Took the test, and I ended up positive for COVID, and it was crappy. The next day, which was Wednesday, 2 weeks ago Wednesday, it peaked, and I had cold sweats, I had shivers, the worst headache that was just like everywhere on my head, and I couldn't breathe through my nose, I couldn't smell, couldn't taste. So I basically got every symptom of COVID, and it was really, really bad. And needless to say, I couldn't, I just couldn't take care of my business for the 75 hard challenge. I literally stayed in bed for 2-3 days, just taking Dayquil, nighttime having NyQuil. I went through a whole box of Kleenex. it was tough, guys. I just felt like crap because, prior to testing positive for COVID, I literally ran through walls to make sure that I would hit every single task for the 75 hard challenge. Even traveling to San Jose, I was able to hit every single task. Bro, my mom cooked hella good ass, Filipino food. I stopped over at my aunt's house. They had good ass food. And, I said no. I absolutely stayed true to what I needed to do and to my commitments. I just did not have the energy or the physical prowess. Even I didn't have the willpower to fight through it. And ultimately that's, we have to be responsible as human beings. We don't want to infect other people or get other people sick. I wouldn't want to go to the gym and, get all my nasty germs and sweat all over the machines and whatever the case may be. And I had to accept defeat at that point, And I'm thinking about this, I'm like, sitting in bed, just like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is horrible. All the sacrifice was worth nothing, and just kind of feeling sorry for myself. And it's all valid emotions, right? Especially being so pretty much halfway through the challenge at this point. But, I was talking to Holly, my fiance, and, at the end of the day, there's things that you can't control in life, right? You can't control injuries. You can't control the weather. You can't control things that happen to you. You can't control if you're sick or not. But what you can control is, how you react, or better yet, how do you respond to these sort of situations, right? And I think it's a good life lesson, right? And, documenting this journey of the 75 hard challenge and building the supplement business, truth be told, shitty things are going to always happen, things that you can't control. And understanding how to roll with the punches, understanding how to keep your mindset in a state where you don't fully tilt, right, and fall off the wagon. I think those are huge traits and skills that you must have in life in order to, just keep moving forward. Right. I'm always talking about this whole idea with TPF supplements and our motto, which is, movement is life. The worst thing that you can do is react, let these situations like really defeat you and stop you from moving, right? Moving forward in your life, moving forward in the things that you were doing. For me, moving forward with the 75 hard challenge, moving forward with TPF supplements and not feeling sorry for myself. The worst thing that we can do is be in a situation where we feel stuck. And for me, that feeling of not progressing in life and not doing what I say I'm going to do, and just kind of feeling like I'm not progressing again, right? Like that's just one of the worst feelings that I hate personally. And this is why I decided to pick up a camera, document my life, do the 75 hard challenge, and also create TPF supplements and take it to the moon. So all in all, guys, things are going to always happen, right? Shitty things are always going to happen, things that you can't control. What you can't control is how you're going to respond to it. And I'm responding to this shit, man. Like, I'm not going to let this thing defeat me. I decided after talking to my fiance that, look, this COVID thing happened. All I'm going to do is get back on the horse now that I'm healthy. And I'm going to just like add on the extra week that I missed from when I was sick. COVID took me for a hit for it took me a week to actually fully recover. 3 days of the peak essentially for me. And then it took me 4 or 5 days until I was able to actually smell things and taste things. It was pretty bad. But again, I'm back on the horse. Bulletproof coffee. Getting back on the keto grind. And we're going to just keep moving forward, right? Pick off from where we left off. I am still looking to get sub 170. I want to see a 160 on my weight before I start actually reintroducing carbs back into my diet. I'm back on keto, right? And I'm going to finish out this challenge right from where we started. I think that's the best thing we could do. Unfortunate circumstances, and let's just respond, right? Let's not react. Let's respond and get back on the horse. It's 7:30 in the morning. I woke up for Trav today at 5 a.m. Did my 45-minute outdoor walk with the doggies. And I'm going to start my work. First meeting's at 9 a.m. Going to follow up with some clients until then, and work out later tonight. Little update with TPF supplements. I came across a care package 2 weeks ago before we left for San Jose, and I am testing out a few products that we have on the pipeline. This one is called All-in-One Mixed Berry. So this one is basically our superfoods and our green superfoods and our red superfoods in one, mixed in with our immunity superfoods. So all 3 in one. This one doesn't taste this one tastes healthy. The other ones taste really sweet, tastes like a dessert. This one right here tastes like it tastes like greens. So it tastes like it's something that you would get out of Jamba Juice, like a wheatgrass shot sort of thing. Not as like pungent as the wheatgrass shot. This is still very much more doable. But if you don't want something super sweet to start your day, this is a really good mix. And obviously it has all the micronutrients you need. Organic greens, red antioxidant blend, and then the immune support. It also has probiotics as well. So really good to take this first thing in the morning after a workout or even before a workout. But this will kind of just give your immune system and all your cells a nice little shock and natural energy to get started with the day. So get my scoop. I'm gonna just dry scoop it because this is how I roll. Really high quality ingredients, over 20 nutrient rich greens and super red fruits to help, again, fight COVID. All right. Since I am back on this damn wagon, might as well do a little physique check. Again, I went one whole week without really doing any workouts. Well, I want to say a whole week. I went 3 days without doing any workouts, and I fell off the keto wagon, but I didn't really eat too bad. I was just kind of eating more, obviously eating carbs. That's what your body needs when you're sick to recover. But I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm not like fluffy, right? The carbs typically will make you a lot more fluffy and inflammation will come, but I still kept pretty flat, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, we have a goal. We're going to stay committed to it, and we're going to achieve what we're looking to achieve. And just to reiterate what the goals are right now, I'm going to do a weight check tomorrow, which is Friday. I always do my weight checks on Friday. Want to get as close to 165 pounds as possible. And then once I get back to 165, I'm probably going to start reintroducing carbohydrates back into my diet. Change my workout routine, my workout program to do a lot more kind of high rocks type training. So as of right now, I'm doing more long steady state or HIIT cardio. And I'm also doing kind of more bodybuilding type workouts for my resistance training. But what I do plan to do is start to incorporate the two together, hybrid style. So I'll be doing like heavy resistance training, and then I'll also be mixing it in with a lot more like sprint training to go along with it. So, you know, for example, on a push day, I'll do my typical 5 reps or 5x5 of heavy bench press, and then I'll jump onto the cardio into the treadmill, and I'll probably run a 400 sprint style, and then I'll probably back and forth 3 rounds of that, move on to a incline press, and then kind of go from there. So that's the plan. Probably in a week or so I'll get into that.
I go back to her and see if she wants to activate what we did do. I'm a little concerned about the deal I have with her, because I have the previous agreement I had was a percentage of what she made on the deal. In other words, after she paid you, I'd get a percentage of what she made. But what we didn't clarify is that she has other debt. So anyway, let me see if I can do something here, and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good, Larry.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye. All right, so I just got off the phone with one of my associates. He is basically he has a business where he consults and advises people who owns businesses. And basically our relationship is he has clients who are looking to actually sell their current businesses to other investors. Now, again, I'm a real estate agent. In my scope as a real estate agent, I don't have to only deal with physical properties, single family homes, condos, townhomes, whatever the case may be. I'm also legally bound to be able to sell businesses, right? It's a totally different avenue of selling. However, principles are very similar. It takes a little bit more knowledge to be able to sell a business because there's a lot more numbers, data involved. You have to break down numbers to be able to paint the picture to potential investors to purchase the businesses. But this is a really good relationship that I have that I could add to my business as a realtor. And I'm very excited. We do have something that we have cooking, a business back up in the Bay Area that I've actually been working on for, man, I'll tell you, maybe 4 years now at this point. But yeah, I mean, you can never ever really say that you're going to have success in this business until you actually receive the check, right? There's so many variables involved with selling real estate in this business that you have to see it to the very end. And another thing, guys, is, being a realtor, it's not like you meet someone today and then you're going to get paid next week, next month, 2 months down the road. These business relationships take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of energy, and a lot of follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up in this business. And I mean, take it for what it is right now. It's been 4 years since I've been trying to help one of my clients sell their business. And the situation now has changed, right? 4 years later down the road for her. And now she sounds like that she's a lot more motivated to actually sell her business. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, guys? So work day is completed. I'm slowly getting all my tasks for the 75 hard completed. I'm on my third 40 ounce. Do one more of these, maybe two more of these for the day. I will read my 10 pages. And then I actually have a 45-minute workout with my barber who wanted to get a workout with me today. It's kind of cool to have workout partners because I always work out alone. So that's going to be really fun to, just vibe off someone else's energy and really push each other. Friendly competition sort of thing. But I feel good, guys. Now, one thing I want to just kind of end the day with for this vlog is talk about reacting versus responding. I think it's really appropriate considering the fact that I had this hiccup of being positive for COVID during this strict ass mindset challenge of the 75 hard. And making the right decisions for yourself, and not letting setbacks really just keep you off the wagon, right? And stop all the momentum that you have built. And it's all mindset. At the end of the day, for anyone that's looking to just find success in life, in business, in relationships, in career, money, whatever the case may be, it's always going to start with your mind, right? And you have to build a strong mindset that's resilient and that is very responsive to things that happen to you, right? External situations, things that you can't control, always come up in life. But the way you respond to it is going to be the telltale sign to show and to help you find success at the end of the day, right? I take it back to this whole idea of reacting versus responding, right? What is the difference? I will say this is 90% of the world, 90% of people typically react to situations versus responding to situations. Now, what does that really mean? When you react to situations, it's basically I hate to say, when you react to a situation, it's something that doesn't require any thinking, right? Say somebody, honks your horn at you, and then you get fucking pissed and you give them the finger, whatever the case may be. That's reacting, right? You're not thinking, you're acting based off emotion, right? And it's emotion based off past experiences, and it's basically a reaction because of habit. It's based off something that you're used to doing. When you respond to something, it takes thinking, right? When you respond to something, it's not something based off emotions. It's based off a state of calm, cool, composure, right? You think of how you want to. You think of how you want to basically. You let a situation happens to you, and you emotionally control yourself, and then make the better decision in consequence to whatever is happening to you, right? And that's the hardest thing to do because we as human beings, we're naturally just emotional, right? And then not just that, but we have been indoctrinated based off past experiences to react to situations because it's what we're so used to doing. It's based off habit. Now let's bring it back to this whole idea of having COVID, right? For somebody who is so used to basically quote unquote failing challenges like a 75 hard challenge, or failing to make a certain amount of money, or failing a business opportunity, in their head it's like, wow, this is the same thing all over again, right? I can never get a win. I didn't succeed. I'm failing. These are all things that are based off your past experiences. And for the most part, what happens is you allow those past experiences to flood your thought, flood your mindset, and flood your whole vibe. And what does that lead you to? It leads you to quit 100% and not get back on the horse. Now, take that back into the response mechanism in which, I had COVID. My response to it is, look, this is something that I can't control, right? And I'm not gonna push through this shit because at the end of the day, we're thinking long term, right? The 75 hard challenge is not a short challenge. This is a challenge that you have to find consistency for a long period of time. So am I going to try to, push through this shit and infect other people and then potentially be on the sidelines for longer than a week? Or am I going to listen to my body and allow myself to, give myself the proper recovery so that I could come back stronger, go harder, go faster, recommit back on the horse, right? And that is, at the end of the day, that is what I'm doing. I'm taking action on that whole idea of responding to something that I couldn't control. I could have just as easily been like, fuck it, dude. I'm over the 75 hard challenge. Something happened to me. I missed a whole week and I'm over it. But no, again, I feel like this was a test from the universe at the end of the day. It's a test of my will, a test of my standards, a test of my word, right? And at the end of the day, we want to be impeccable with what we say we're going to do. We want to set that standard and hold that standard despite things that happen to us at the end of the day, things that we can't control. Now, obviously, Henny, no. Now, obviously, the ideal situation was for me to stay healthy throughout the 75 days, but look, it is what it is. So my way of thinking of it is, look, instead of falling off the horse and not finishing this challenge, I'm going to do what I need to do for my body. I'm going to take my 1 week break and I'm going to add an extra week towards the end of the 75 days so that I can, be true to who I am, or be true to my word and be true to my standard, right? And I think that is, honestly, I'm proud of myself for getting back on the horse. And that's not an easy thing to do. But I take that, again, I lean on my mentors, I lean on my fiance, I lean on my family to be able to, keep me in the right state of mind so that I can make sound decisions, for my future and for my better self, so that I could reach the potential that I want to reach for myself. And that's huge. So I encourage anyone going through this challenge, going through the 75 hard challenge, or just going through anything in life, to think about, this whole idea of reacting versus responding. We want to be responders. We do not want to be reactors. And this was a huge aha moment for me that I learned, from one of my mentors, and it's something that I still continue to lean on and I learn from every single day. So I really hope that this is something that you can look into your life, have some self-examination and see if this relates to you, and see if you could actually, kind of switch that mindset to becoming a responder in life versus a reactor in life. And when you do that, man, again, sky's the fucking limit. So, with that said, guys, I'm going to relax. A lot of brain power today. I do, again, have to do my 45-minute workout. I forgot to say, too, I have my mentor's calling me, so I think that's my cue to end this video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching. God bless.